That was a wild night, man. I am not joking. At first, everything was calm. And they were sleeping, or at least one looked like it was sleeping. It was tough staying awake for that first couple hours. I'm getting kind of tired. Then Sam started moving in his sleep, like gripping the bed, and one time he burst out like yelling, like he was yelling at somebody. And then, I know this sounds crazy, man, but I got it clipped, all right? I got it clipped for proof. He floated off up the bed, man, off the bed. Just started floating, screaming. And meanwhile, the bits inside him that make his shape just start swirling around like really fast, like super crazy, and then they just stopped. Oh, one of the other gyms said I should zoom in on that. Still, all right, let me get that up. All right, here we go. This is zoom. Enhance. Zoom. What the? They're all like tiny little Z's. Dr. Z's. Why are there thousands of tiny Dr. Z's all filling up one's body? What are the things that make up his body? Why does Dr. Z's have orange eyes, man? What is this thing? Oh man. I need to take a walk. Looks like Sam and one have left the hotel. I think they're going to this resort deeper in Maine. They'll be there in a little bit. I'm gonna go take a walk. This is Jim. Out. Hey everybody, it's the Liching Hour. I'm the Lich, and this is Tales from the Dungeon. We're playing the Apocrypha video card game as we do on Mondays. So, last episode, Sam and one, the vapor wearer, went and, oh hey, hi, what's up Dion, buddy? So, last episode, Sam and one found out that sleeping in Maine is just as dangerous, if not even more dangerous, than being awake in Maine at this certain time. Well, Nebuchadnezzar slowly begins to wake, or at least get feverish in his sleep. They woke up the next morning feeling drained, feeling they hadn't slept at all. And in reality, they didn't really get any rest. They were fighting the whole time. Barely survived their dreams. Left the hotel, hit the road. One has one last place that he knows that he had one can like surf the web of Saint memories and things, and he can notice certain nodes and certain things and irregularities, and because he can kind of surf the saints, the global saints kind of memory web. He doesn't know whose memories are what. He just can kind of experience them. He's noticed that there was irregularities in dreaming, and one thing that kept coming up points him to this resort in the middle of Maine. That's it's a casino. There's a big magic show. There's this famous, locally famous magician there called Svengali, and they got a museum of hoaxes and that kind of thing. And weird things are happening there. People are reporting odd things happening at night, seeing things that aren't there, that kind of thing. So we are heading there. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole reason they're going there, is because they just happen to be looking, searching around for other people struggling with dreams. And there was a report from this casino, there's a resort, of some woman waking up screaming. She was being attacked in her sleep or dreams, and she had clawed her eyes out. And that's what made it news. Yeah, we'll go with that. So tonight's mission is called Hypnotic Suggestions. It's very cut and dried. There's a bad guy. We're gonna find him. We're gonna shut down all the locations, find him, and defeat him. That's it. Of course, there's little things that'll happen along the way that I gotta keep front and center so I don't forget them. Sam See what Sam's going first course. See what Sam's starting off with. Couple. Oh, omen of hope and an omen of doom. Little this and little that. Column A and column B. Integrating array. That's a good one to start with. Wolfram cube. And bait. Bait. Sam and one pull up in Sam's rent-a-car to the it's the, what's it called? It's the Somnus Resort. The Somnus Resort. Deep in the woods of Maine. In fact, they drove for 30 minutes without seeing anything before they finally got to the casino itself. There's a huge lake out back. Several buildings. There's the casino proper. And another building that is the museum. Sam and one go in to check in. It's midday. Hello, bread and buttered. Welcome. Welcome to Tales from the Dungeon. This is a slightly different thing that I do on Monday nights. Okay. First omen of the night. Oh, it's a good omen. Okay, so the casino lose. If I lose anything, if I lose during a fight or trying to get a gift, I discard one gift matching the virtue used. What happens if it's on the hope side? Heal one gift matching the virtue used. Okay, so that's not bad as a doom side. So we're gonna start out by playing an omen of doom illusion. All right, we'll worry about that when we have the first card. Okay, that's a soul gift. Not that big a deal. Says an evaluate versus a conjure sense of study card. This is none of those. Good. He's got 4 mind. I need a 13 with mind, so I got 4 dice. I need to get 13 on 3 of those. I'm gonna roll it first, and then we'll figure out how he finds this. Well, he's not going to, because I only rolled 12, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. The lobby, it's midday, but the lobby is pretty empty. There's like a person laying on a couch. Sir, okay. I will re-roll, thank you very much. Well, actually, I don't know what I was doing there. All right. So there's like a person sleeping on a couch. Other than that, there's a fire going in a fireplace, but there's not really anybody else. Sam walks up and rings the bell at the counter. There's no one there. Sitting on the counter are several a couple displays of nearby attractions, and there's also a coffee can with a lid on it. And the one thing about Saints is they always know what's like. It's not coincidental that's sitting there. It's something that's going to be useful. It's going to be useful for them. And I learned long ago to just take things. It's not stealing because the universe just kind of puts it there for them. Like this protection pour is a can of rainwater, black ink, peppercorns, graveyard dirt, candles, and vodka. Someone knows that something supernatural is going on at this hotel. I'm going to add this to my hand. Thank you, Dion. Father J with the wooden chair. I'm serious. I'm making that into a promo tomorrow, Father J. Hey, buddy. Let me in. I'm trying to loot a t-shirt. Welcome to the dungeon. Sam, we're gonna take it easy. We're gonna take it sleazy. Sam's gonna wait at the counter and wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta recharge a card. Sam's gonna wait at the counter for someone to come check him in, while one is gonna walk around the lobby. One's got Memory Killer, Bruiser, Mondrian Cell, a couple Omens of Doom. Hurtful. I'm sorry, my loot roll is nasty, nasty little bastard. Extravagance. Doom. If it's a gift, avoid it. Alright, well. We're going to do this. Moment of Doom Delusion. If this is a gift and I fail, I will suffer damage. So one is walking around the immense quiet lobby. As he passes there's several curtained kind of vestibules on one side near the fireplace, and one's kind of just making the rounds, and one of the curtains kind of moves back, and he sees that there's 4 or 5 people huddled in a little bench, kind of a little booth kind of thing in the vestibule. They're peeking out at him. One realizes that he's so one, okay, we gotta figure this out. We gotta figure this out for story purposes. One can be pretty much invisible when he wants to be, and for most part he is invisible by reflecting. He uses he's comprised of memories from all the saints from all of time, and they're like little shards of glass, and he can turn them, he can manipulate them, he can turn them and actually make himself see-through and completely invisible. That's how he's walking around this lobby. So when he sees these people peeking out from the curtain, they're actually staring at Sam, whispering. They seem off, like they're on drugs or something, or they haven't slept for a long time, which is probably more the case, judging by what's going on right now. So they're like peeking out the curtains, and let's see, what's he gonna do? One wants to disperse them for sure. One's got this cool little power. So rage, I can use rage or soul. His soul is a 2 dice. His rage is only a 1 dice, except he has this cool little power. When he assembles using rage, he can discard 1 rage or body gift, which I have, to use mind instead, and that's 4. So I can use my mind. And I just have to discard this. Is that what it said? Discard? Yeah. Oh, almost. Getting closer. Why can't I quit, you loot bot? Yeah, so I'm using... Wait, what was this? What was this again? Oh, suffer damages. Yeah. Don't want to do anything. I only need a 10 on 3. This is charm. He does not have charm. We're going to take our chances. Okay. 6, 11, 12. If I win by 4, I get to investigate again. I did not win by 4, but I did. One drifts up to the open curtain while they're staring at Sam, and they can't see him. But then he turns all the little shards till suddenly he's there. At a bright instance, as looking like a dark hooded figure, and then he flips it and he's gone. But that was long enough for them all to see it, and they freak out. And Sam watches as they come shambling out, stumbling out of this little nook, and running off to, I don't know, stairs or somewhere. Not paying Sam any mind. I'm gonna draw a card, go back up to my hand, and I'm gonna pass the turn back to Sam. Sam's turn. Moment of Doom, Poverty. That was not too bad, actually. Okay. One of the triggers. After you draw an Omen of Hope from a Nexus, I gotta shuffle 1 card into this Nexus. And that's from my hand. So I'm gonna shuffle this Protection Pour back in. It's one of the stipulations of this mission. Oh, anyway, but I did get the Omen, and I get to draw another card. Star Clock. Does Sam notice the star clock behind the counter while he's waiting for the clerk? He needs a 10. He has study of 1, so I'm going to do mind. It's 4 dice plus 1 bonus dice because he shares a skill. 3. It's 12. He does. He notices the small, it's a small little display. And like I said before, nothing's coincidental. Sam picks it up and examines it. I'm going to go ahead and investigate again since I've got a bunch of cards in my hand now. Right, we're going to do parallelism. This switches to hope. Got an omen of doom. Freaking death's heads. So, when Sam picks up, he notices this star clock. One, because it's just, it's an odd little display item. A little tchotchke almost kind of thing. It was actually sitting on a can of soda. And when he picks it up, he uncovers the lid of the soda, or the hole. And out of the hole crawls a death's head bee. Death's head bees are like the bane of saints. They're always... humans can't see them, or they don't bother humans. But saints... They find them quite tasty. Saints don't find death's heads tasty. Death's heads find saints tasty. But typically they get their butts kicked. So it comes buzzing out of that can. 12, 15. I can use soul, or I can use rage. Rage, Mr. Anderson. We're gonna rage it up. It's gonna smash the bee with the star clock. I don't want to waste my integrating ray. Evaluate when hacking, strike. He doesn't have strike. Or I need a 15. I mean, maybe I should use... No, I don't have things. Okay, I'm going to have to use my integrating ray. I don't want to lose this stupid bee. It's a big bee. It's big. It comes crawling. It's like the whole thing was shoving in a can of Coke. Of RK Cola. Integrating ray. Assemble, sacrifice. I don't want to sacrifice. Did I bury it? No. I discard it. To add 1 die for each unused virtue. So that's virtue. That's a virtue. That's a virtue. That's a virtue. Lazavushu. And it's strike, conjure. I don't have either of those, so it's a discard. Here we go. I need 15. Murder Hornets and Arc. Sounds like summers at home, doesn't it? Sounds like family get-togethers. Playing softball, dodging the Murder Hornets, drinking RK Cola. Anybody grew up in the Midwest? Cheers. That's 16. He doesn't actually fire the gun. As that bee comes crawling out of the can, Sam notices it, and he takes out his integrating array, and he bashes it into the counter with its hilt. Question: will humans see a busted up, disgusting, smashed bug on their desk, on their counter, though? Inquiring minds want to know. That could be his turn, or he could go again. Did I actually play that? I don't think I did. I play parallelism. Okay. Man, he's got a lot of... I'm going to go ahead and use another one. I'm going to do this. Righteous anger. He's rings the bell again. Where the hell is this clerk? There's that protection pour again. Boo. All right, 4. I had to put it back in the deck because I drew Omen of Hope. There we go. It's like it never left. All right, fine. I'll pass the turn. Passing the turn to 1. Draw an Omen. Starlight. First star I see tonight. Starlight. Starlight. I see tonight, starlight, starbright. You know what? This is sweet. Heal, one gift matching that virtue used. That, when I killed it, I used rage. And I get to heal the integrating ray. I need to shuffle it back into my deck, I think. Or was I supposed to? Actually, I think I was supposed to. It's been a while. Okay. Star bright, star, I see tonight, star bright. All right. A little bit of Madonna. Never hurt nobody. All right. 1. He's going to keep the hope going and play that starlight. I can examine 1. What is up with all this protection pour? Okay, I get to investigate it. I'll take a... He has... 1 has 4 mind as well, so I'll roll 4. Alright, out of 3 is 14. So, 1 continues his kind of looking around invisible-like, looking around the lobby. On the counter next to... On a coffee table next to the gentleman who's curled up on the couch or laying on the couch sleeping is a can of protection pour. He's gonna scoop that up. And because I want to keep this moving, he's gonna spend another doom or omen. This one. Omen of Doom Extravagance. If this is a gift, I avoid it. I do. And then investigate again. Oh, looky there. Look at you. Okay. This is 1, so... It's not somebody sleeping on the couch. As 1 kind of picks up the can and goes by the couch, moving on to the back, farther back part of the casino. If Sam had been looking over there, Sam's too busy trying to look around to see if anybody's going to come to the front desk. Sam would have saw the person on the couch kind of go up, like straight as a board, all Nosferatu, like, and then float over and start following 1. So 1 can use mind or soul, and he's got That's something I could do. Oh, I don't want to use soul. I want to use mind. Yes. Okay. I don't want to spend that card. I could use that card if things go south. Fine. So 1 isn't... A lot of the other saints are all humans. All the rest of the saints are humans, so sometimes I'll talk about how they get the hairs in the back of their neck go up, or goose pimples. They have spidey senses. They can tell when something's supernatural. That which follows is a supernatural being that they're pretty much used to dealing with. Times are a lot different right now. All these apocalypses going on, so there's a lot stranger things going on. That which follows is a kind of an everyday for them kind of supernatural being, and they have certain signals that they get that are just evolved over time, the saints, to help them find, hunt, and take down these types of things. So, but because 1 doesn't have a corporal body, he doesn't get that. I think it'd be more of a light gust of wind that sends his memory shards kind of into a new pattern. So that kind of happens, and he knows what's coming up next. We're gonna use We're gonna use Nihilistic Impulse. he can discard this and any number of cards. He's going to discard this and his protection power that has to add 2 soul dice to this. He's like, fuck it. He's got an idea. He's maybe a little quicker to know what he's dealing with, maybe. But he's going to make himself a portal of sorts, a memory portal, and invite this in, and then let it pass through and go somewhere else is what's going to happen. That's also mechanically correct, because if you win against this thing, you shuffle it into another random location. There's 2 other locations for tonight. So I just got to roll 14 on 3 dice. I'm kind of feeling like I need to mutate. I don't want to. This feels like a trap. Mutation means we're going to pick one of these cards randomly, got to roll on it. It's going to allow Sam to let one re-roll 4 of these dice. And it's psionic. Mutation is. We roll to see which one on the list it's going to be. 3. All right. So no matter what, for this little game that one's going to play where he's going to turn himself into a memory portal of sorts, he's going to suffer 1 soul damage for doing that. But Sam's going to be able to help him re-roll. So I just need 14 on 3 dice. And I got it right away. How one creates this kind of portal is he turns his little memory chips. Ooh, I like chips. His little shards into a mirror of sorts. A mirror that only reflects shadow. And this thing is coming, it just fills it up, and when it comes at him, it sees itself. And there's nothing more intriguing to it than to chase itself. And it just flows right into one. And then one feels it pass through to somewhere else, wherever it went. He knows it isn't gone forever. That which follows never really goes. But at least isn't here. But it hurts as a couple little shards burst. So I got to discard a card. Discard a card. And then I'm going to draw back up to 5. He's going to pass this turn. Now, this is the last card of location, so this location is now closed. Sam is like, I don't know. We'll have to come back to get a room. I don't know where these people are. Maybe we check one of the shops. So they walk down a hall, and at the end of the hall, around the corner from the Sam goes to try the back of the entry to the lobby, like the counter space. It's locked, but down the hall is the curiosity shop. Well, it's the ye old magic shop. So we're gonna head down there, and it's Sam's turn. Moment of doom. Delusion. Alright, so curiosity shop. When you mutate, which is this stuff over here, versus a dreamer card or relic gift, add 1 mutation die. Okay. Mutate, add 1 mutation, and trash the highest mutation die. Why is that a hope thing? That sounds like a terrible thing. I don't like that. No one likes it. Okay. Yeah, let's keep it doom. Delusion. Alright, we got an Omen of Hope, which means I gotta shuffle one of my cards into the deck. Shuffle this in. Doom. Pickled Punk is a gift. Okay. Soul or body? Well, I had that protection for, so I'm going to use soul. Because my body's 2 as well. My body. Charm and sense. I have charm, do I not? I do. charm or sense. I'm gonna use protection 4 to boost my soul. And I'm gonna roll to see if he even sees this pickle punk. That's 10. This is 10. Okay. Sitting next to the door, as you're walking in a weird kind of way, is a jar of pickled punk. I have no idea what it's. Some kind of fish, I think. But like I said, nothing's there by chance. So we'll take it. Wait a minute. It's an ally. It's like a thing. You guys are so weird. So weird. We have a friend in a jar now. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop another Omen of Doom to investigate. Aww. Aw, puppy. Alright. I gotta trash the highest die. Boo. Okay, well, I'll try Soul. Get 2. Charm, he's got 1. And then Pickle Punk will use it too. Okay, I know exactly how this is gonna happen. Alright. So, they entered the curiosity shop, and just like the lobby, it's dead. There's nobody in sight. Sam's about to go ring the door when he hears a whine, and his dog kind of pads around the corner of some shelves, and Sam's like, "Come here, boy," and he puts down the pickled punk he just picked up, and that smell draws the dog, and it enjoys drinking whatever that water is, and Sam's made a new friend. I add that to my hand. I have to discard. That's out. And all right, we'll keep it there. We'll see what one's up to. Omen of Doom. Another Omen of Doom. We have lots of Omens of Dooms. Go ahead and use it. Cajun Spice. Void versus a threat or ally. I mean, the cards are good, so I'll roll my mind. I'll roll my mind. 9, 10, 11, 12. So, one comes into the shop, is looking around, and gets caught up in a booth thing with all these little knick-knack, keychain things. He starts looking for the one with his name on it. It just says 1, and he sees this Cajun Spice thing. It's labeled a little weird, though. The label on it is from a company that he knew in his travels down south that was frequented a lot by saints. So he takes that. And we're gonna go again. I also might find a scrapbook. Look at that. A lot of gifts. Yeah, he found it. Cajun Spice. Cajun. He also tucked down in between the shell and in between the stuff. It doesn't turn. That's it. The little carousel, the stuff he's still looking for his name, doesn't turn. There's a book jammed down bottom. He pulls it out so it can turn, and notice it's a personal scrapbook of sorts. Somebody brought it here on vacation, and somehow it ended up in this carousel. Like I said, nothing's wasted. We will take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have too many cards, so I might as well just screw it. I'm gonna play this. Okay. One hears it first, coming from the back of the shop, and it makes him it flips like a lot of his memories. That's cool. So a whole side of him, or a whole big swash of a swatch, a whole shit ton of his little memory shards flip to different saints' faces, saints that have been lost in time, all hearing the siren song. So all these different faces, all like peering through, desperately trying to hear and get closer to this siren song. It draws him. It's going to draw Sam too. But we need to strop it. Mind is only 12, so he's got 4 dice on mind. His resist is decent too. And we've got this scrapbook. Got this scrapbook. I can discard to boost mine, which gives me another die. What is oh shit. One thing I was supposed to do. Beginning of my turn, I was going to use a memory killer to recharge. Okay, no, I'm not going to. I just realized everything I've been explaining for one, and he would have something called memory killer seems a little weird. I think he's going to give it to Sam. But he could use it. We'll just pretend it. I'm going to use it, but we're fictionally, for fictional purposes, it's not what it sounds like. Yeah. 5-hour blackout. 1, 2, 3. It does heal 3 cards, so that's good. Shuffle them back into a stack. The siren song is pulling them in. Should I roll the 6 dice and just hope for the best? Or should I mutate? No, I'm not going to mutate. I think we can get 12 on these. On 3 dice here. I've been rolling pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take 14. One allows himself to come around being dragged by the little memory, the Milky Way of saints that are listening to the song inside him. He allows himself to be drawn over, but it's an ancient machine. It's an old, very old school Victrola that's going lazily. It just started up magically, pulling him. Sam, he can hear Sam coming, and he just lifts the needle up. Screw. One isn't as affected. I get to examine one. All right. Snap. Okay, so when I win, I can examine one. Examining means I can look at the top card of this deck, okay? When I look at the top card of this deck, it's the master. This is the person we're tracking down. This is the person we ultimately have to take out in order to win this particular mission. However, there is another nexus. There is the Museum of Hoaxes. Even if we defeat him right now, he will run away to the nexus, and we'll have to follow him here and beat him there. So, what I prefer to do in cases like this, and because the mission dictates that we can move where we want, we're going to take off and go take care of the other nexus, so when we come back, we know exactly where he is, and we can take care of him. When one touches that Victrola, when he touches the record player, when it skirts to a stop, he gets a flash. It's like almost like a oh shit. What's the when you get shocked? This shit. It's almost that, but psychic. Okay. What the fuck is the term for what's the electricity? The static electricity. It's static psychic electricity. Basically, he gets a shock when he touches it. And in that shock, he sees a magician, and a magician over doing a show for people who are slumped over in their chairs and their tables, sleeping on their tables. He sees people sleeping in the hotel. The resort is asleep, and the ringleader is this magician. Why do they go to the other nexus, though? Well, okay, so this is what they're gonna do. So he's gonna go. No, fuck. So I'm just gonna come up with a reason why they would leave. So what else does he see? He sees something else that'll help them in the museum. The last thing one sees in this burst of psychic static electricity is a key card hanging on the belt of a museum guard. In order for them to get into the not the arena, but the main show room, they're going to need this card. They're going to need it from a museum guard. One goes over to tell Sam that everyone here is asleep, he thinks. But he thinks he knows who's to blame and that they need this certain thing from the museum. So they're going to head to the museum. We've moved. There's something we can do moving. It's called Dream Share. It's a special mechanic just for this book, the Book of Dreamers. I didn't do it last time I moved, but we're going to do it this time we moved. Sam... No, it would be 1. Okay, so 1 Dream Share, 2 or 3 means I look at these 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And oh, wait a minute. That's a minion A, isn't it? I've been doing this wrong. Okay, so I can I replace... How does this work? This has been going on a little longer than it needed to. Dream Share. Examine a number of cards from any light. You may exchange any of them. Okay. And then return them in any order. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to return any of them because I have a better idea. This is going to go very easy. Okay. It is Sam's turn. Moment of Doom, Pain. All right, Trash Heist Mind die. I don't... Trash Heist Rage die. I don't need Rage. Okay, so... I've drawn an Omen of Hope. When I draw an Omen of Hope, I shuffle one of my cards into the... I'll shuffle the Star Clock. Now I've per the per the rules of this particular mission, I have to draw another card. I have to do that. Grad student. What I'm going to get at is I'm going to be able to close this location like right now. And that's nice. That's nice. Discard to boost mine. Give this gift to someone else. They heal 1 mind gift and recycle this gift. Charm, study. We got charm and study. I might use the Wolfram Cube to boost my mind. I'm gonna roll this. I need 11. Oh, that's not 11. Shitballs. Poops. Poopy. Hold on, what do I got? No. 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 Fine. Alright, that would have been nice. I don't get this card, but that would have been nice. For fictional reasons. Fictional reasons only. Alright, so since we found a good omen right away, usually these minions are actually monsters that I gotta fight. And there's one in each deck, and there's the masters in one of the decks. This particular mission had me putting omens in, good ones. And when I draw a good omen, that's considered a minion A, which means I can go to Sanctify, which is to close this location. The stipulation for that is to discard the top card of your deck. Okay, I will discard the top card of my deck. And now, so fictionally, One and Sam go into the museum. As they're going to the museum, they see somebody in the back walk by hurriedly. That's the grad student. And Sam goes to say something, but One grabs him and points. Sitting next to the door is a guardsman, a guard with a extendable thing on his belt who's sleeping. So Sam just kind of takes that, and they walk back to the resort to use it. Oh, it says if you move this turn Dream Share 3, you don't get to, I don't even care. Okay, so this is an early night. This is going to be early night unless I screw this up. Very early night. That's one's. That was Sam's turn. Do I want to keep using Sam? I don't think I want to use Sam. I think I want to use, so Sam's going to end his turn, and they're going to move. No, wait. Technically, one's not going to be there. And be able to... Okay, so the way mechanically this is going to play out is Sam's going to have to do this, not do anything, and then one will be here on this location. They don't move together. And then one can take his turn. Actually. Okay, now. Moment of Doom. Okay. I'll do Affliction. I gotta take a... So, taking their time... Don't screw this up, man. Thanks. Alright. They walk back into the lobby. Still empty. The big double doors that are that let them into the main theater are locked. When one tries the guard's badge, of course, they beep and they open up. And inside the main theater is just as one had seen it. Not every table's full, but every table that has a person or persons, they're slumped over, sleeping. Probably having as fucked up dreams as one and Sam were having. In fact, when one passes by, he's pretty sure there's a few tables of dead. At least one he saw with actual blood flowing out of their mouths. On the stage, a man turns to greet them. Hello! Hello, welcome. Let's see what this guy's about. Terminate. You are possessed until the end of this turn. Move to a random occupied location and confront a copy of the true threat that possessed. Oh, he tries to possess you at the end. Not me, my friend. We're going to defeat you. Would you like to see a trick? One is a living trick, and one he does not see. Because one has turned all his little mirrors invisible. So one, Sam stops and says, sure. As a good diversion and bait, as one rushes the stage to engulf this man. Ladies. Okay, so we're going to use Mind. Mind is 15. And then Resist and Charm. Resist 1. I have a special... I got a special Enduring Fragment. It's kind of like how you level up your deck in this game. Is you get these fragments. This is Enduring, which means I keep it forever until I get rid of it myself. It'll allow me to sacrifice an ally to add 2 mind dice. So I'm going to sacrifice the Seer to add 2 extra dice. Let's see what the mutation would be if I was going to mutate. If I was going to mutate, what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Unseen? Sure. Let's do it. Mutating will allow me, Sam, to help. Oh, shiza. Evaluate. Keep the lowest die. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully the lowest die is a 6. Okay. Now I can re-roll 4 of these dice after I roll them. Come on, Yahtzee. All right. I have to keep the lowest die, which I'm gonna re-roll. I can re-roll 4 of these. Don't roll. Actually, I don't want to re-roll all of them. I just want to re-roll the 1. Haha! It's a 6. What were those? God damn it. They were like... Okay. Here we go. So lowest is a 4. I have to keep that, but I have 2 6s. So that's 16, which is 1 more than I needed. So when Svengali, the magician, seeing just Sam Yi sitting there, shuffles his deck, starts putting together, draws a card, and says, "This is your card," he says. And when he goes like this, the card becomes big, which like just kind of grows naturally large, almost like some Svengali himself is a dream agent. And even one feels that as he gets closer, he's like a nexus of dreaming, like all realities flowing into this person, which makes them, in the back of their minds, and they'll think about it later, means that yes, they are on the right path. There are wormholes of reality into the dream world that are opening up, and things are passing back and forth between the two, as Nebuchadnezzar has begun to stir in his sleep. For bread and butter, if you're still here, this game is about all these different apocalypses that are being started by these different communities or community or one being. They're called novums. There's a novum of the undead, there's a novum of nature, there's a novum of the damned. We just did the Book of Fae, and this is the Book of the Dreamers, and this is Nebuchadnezzar, the king, the ancient sleeping king, whose all of his dreams are real. He's stirring in his sleep. When he does that, dreams and our reality are in a mix, and a new reality is going to be formed, an apocalypse. These characters are called saints. They are damaged people who don't know this. They're damaged because they have memories that they're not their own. They don't know why, but they're specifically geared and capable of taking care of supernatural. So like the show Supernatural, they're like Sam and Dean's of the world, except right now the world's gotten even worse because of these apocalypses that are happening. Everything's coming to a head, and they've found themselves even more in need. The world needs them even more, but they also have new kind of powers and stuff. Anyway, so as one flows up to him, he can feel reality flowing into Svengali. And let's see. He wants to stop. He wants to close him. How do you close a wormhole into the dream world? How do you close any world? You put a big clot of something in it. Sip. Sleeping can be such a quiet thing. When you've got somebody sleeping, the best way is to wake them up, right? So what one does, as he's flowing, he can feel them, that this stuff kind of flowing into him there on a stage, and he's attempting to suck Sam's reality and his state of mind into the dream world as well. One flips all his little memories. See, okay. Anyway, I went back up. But the saints. So the saints all they're broken people because they have memories that aren't their own. What they don't know, ultimately, is that every saint that's ever been born, they all share the same pool of experiences and memories, and it shifts, and it's like a flowing river for them sometimes. And so someone around the world, another saint, might have some memories, might get memories what Sam had. Sam's memories, but they can never, because the the weird state of memories, they can't tell that they're looking out through somebody else's eyes. It always feels like it's them, even though it couldn't possibly have been them, but maybe it was. It fucks with their heads, but actually what it does is they're all drawing from the same pool of memories. One, the vapor wearer, is an ancient saint who his form now is just all the flow of memories between all the saints. And like I described before, they're all like little shards of glass, little glitter kind of things, all flowing in him, creating his shape. He can do things with them. As he's going up on stage, he stands before Svengali as Svengali begins to work his magic, and Vaporware one flips all his to he finds all the memories of someone. How to close a wormhole without Star Trekky people. Yes, exactly. But I think I got it. He flips all the memories that he has to screaming memories of screaming and loud noises. And suddenly, in front of Svengali, the magician, as he's doing it, he's got the big smile. He's working his show. He's glad he's got another person to bring into the sleep world and the dream world. And suddenly, this massive noise erupts in front of him. Thousands and thousands of people screaming and roars and horns and everything, just whoa, and it blows his hat off, and he stumbles back as one comes corporal, but kind of into form with this, standing before him, and his cards go flying everywhere, and Svengali screams, adds his own scream to it, as the sounds just rake over his body and into his mind. His eyes roll back as he is knocked unconscious by this, and one can feel the stop as Svengali himself passes out, no longer a conduit for other people's passage into the dream world. He goes out. Yes. Maybe fried his brain. We don't know. We have to do something with him. One reaches down, grabs Svengali's head, and one of the new powers, the most important new power that all the saints have because of this apocalypse, is they've been able to tap into their own souls, which are their souls are also shared, like a pool, and they draw forth what they call, some of them call a glow. And they can do different, they can manipulate in different ways. One reaches down, and Svengali passed out from the trauma. He puts his hand on his head, and he sends this big, he sends a bunch of glow into his brain and his mind. Not frying his mind, not ultimately hurting him, but cleansing him. When he wakes up, he's not going to remember who he is. He'll never do magic again, but he won't be a conduit for Nebuchadnezzar's dream anymore. After one does that, they turn around, they start trying to help people that are starting to wake up around the theater, and call the police for the people who did not wake up. And that, yes. And they do end up getting a room. Now, we finished the mission, we succeeded in the mission, which means that we have, we can get fleeting fragments. Well, not fleeting. There's one that's enduring. Where is you? Where did you go? Oh, right here. All right, so as part of a successful mission, we get to kind of level up our characters a little bit. One thing we get is one of these two gets this enduring fragment. This is kind of like the memory thing I was telling you about. This one's called the Lullaby. They're spells, don't you see? Each song crafted to tear down the veils between sleep and the waking mind, to push a helpless child into the dreamland. And there are things that know the songs, things called to the hunt. They sing, "Hush, little baby, don't you cry. Mama's gonna leave you to dream and die." Gain Charm 1, mission start. When you draw your omens, draw one omen of doom before drawing the rest of your random omens. Okay. Sure. One will take that one. And then I have two others that I can choose, but I don't think Sam's going to take any of these. I like this one, though. So dark, so cold, so lonely. You giggled with delight when you phased through the wall, like it wasn't even there. nothing more than the hollow space inside a doorway, and you were a ghost passing through it. If only you hadn't tried to phase through the floor. I'm not going to keep him because he's got enough good ones. All right, so next week, the thing about this book is there's missions that happen in real life and there's missions that happen in the dream world. Sam and one are going to go to sleep in this hotel to spend the night, and when they go to sleep, we're going to have a new mission. I don't know what that mission's called just yet. I haven't chosen it, but that's what's going to happen next week is we'll be asleep. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me. Bread and buttered. Hey, do you happen to check out the Girls Night Out thread? Thank you very much. I have a lot of fun playing this. This is episode. I'm kind of on a personal quest because there are 90 missions, and I'm on 68. This was my 68th episode of this. I've gone through many different books, many different saints. I've created this whole canon around them, and I'm gonna finish them. I met the creator of the game, and he told me that. Right on. I talked to the creator of the game, and he told me, he's like, you know what? None of us have ever finished all the missions. It's like, damn you. Now I have to. And I put them all up on YouTube, and I got people watching my YouTube. So, which I love you, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. And anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, if I see you next Monday, that'd be awesome. You have a great night, and Viva la Dungeon.